rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage.
It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out, which are typically 9 o'clock, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Next, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it.
Nigga, what?
And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, Life with Anthony Spade, the links are in the description. And just so the ladies know, we're only talking about thought bots and the wrong woman. All right? Don't be getting it confused. If you feel like anything I say in my video offends you, you have to go check yourself. All right, today I'm going to be talking about, after all the bad relationships that I've been in, that you've been in, and that most men have been in, one thing that I've noticed is that there is no woman worth your sanity, because that's what you lose other than money whenever you get with a woman. You're going to lose your sanity. So today I'm going to be talking about why it's not worth you losing your sanity in a bad relationship. Let's get to it. First, you have to learn to focus on yourself. That's what everyone does. That's when you realize where your sanity is going to be at. When you learn to focus on yourself, it keeps you from getting angry. Matter of fact, it keeps other people from making you angry and stressing you out. That's one thing that you're going to learn about in a relationship, is because when you go into a relationship, men are different than women. Men put a lot into it, put a lot of energy and put a lot of heart into it, because we're always thinking long-term down the road, while women are always thinking a short-term trip. So when it comes to these relationships, more men are going to take the relationship serious than the woman. Now, are there guys out there that's not going to take it that serious? Yes, but for the most part, men are going to take it more serious, that you lose all focus on yourself because you're focusing too much on her. But the moment you take the focus off of her and put it on yourself, you start to notice that you're not going that crazy and that you start to think sane. Once you start thinking sane, then it's easy for you to forget about her. But as long as you're thinking about her, you go insane because she has too many mood swings. Next, looking back at all the drama that you've been through, you realize that the drama was actually a waste of time. Most of the drama that a lot of you guys have been in with women have been drama that wasn't even worth it. If you stop and look at 95% of your arguments, there was really no point for you guys to argue. So when you look at the old reasons that you and her argue, it was stupid, you wasted your time, you wasted your energy, and you wasted your life on a bunch of BS. Once you go by yourself and you start to understand exactly what makes you happy, you stop putting her emotions above your emotions, and then when you focus on self, it's easy for you to decide how you want to treat her and how you don't want to treat her. Next, one thing you're going to realize is driving yourself crazy does not change anything. All right? It don't matter how much you cry. It doesn't matter how much you scream, how much you yell, how much you call her out. No matter what you do, there's nothing that's going to change the situation after the drama has happened. The moment that you start stressing yourself out and you start going crazy, and then you want to start lashing out to get some attention or lashing out to get your way, when it's all said and done, nothing in life is going to change unless you make it change. There's no emotional or anything you can say to change the outcome. And a lot of you guys try to do that at first. You try to change the way a woman think about you based off of what you tell her. That's why a lot of you guys out there think that being a nice guy is high value, and it's not. So understand this. No matter how crazy you act, no matter how stressed out you was, life still had to go on. Next, you'll notice that the more stressing that you did, the more happier her life was. Don't you hate stressing out over a woman who seems to be making actions that are very emotional-less? And you're asking yourself, like, Why is she acting like this doesn't bother her at all, but it's eating me alive? Why does it seem like she's very emotionalist to the things she do? It's almost as if you're stressing out, but she's having the time of her life, even when she's causing you to be stressed out. Like, isn't it amazing how a woman could stress you out, throw you all off whack, and 2 minutes later, she acts like nothing happened? All right. That's what you got to start looking at, guys. When it comes to a woman, you have to learn to have your own vision, your own goals, where you want to go, and then she's going to have to play catch up. The moment that you're trying to catch up with her and she's not going anywhere, it's the moment you're going to drive yourself insane. So one thing that you do notice is that you keep your sanity by putting yourself first. Next, you realize that a lot of girls that you were with, that you had problems with, you were actually friends with her first. All right, so with you being friends with her first and taking it to the next level, that's where all the problems come in. So you've learned to not pursue relationships with girls that are already your friend. And that's something that you guys have to know. If you're friends with a woman, she already knows your ins and outs. She knows what's gonna make you mad. She knows what's gonna piss you off. She knows the entire shebang. Women only marry guys that they can manipulate and have full control over. You don't believe me? Look at the average marriage. Not all marriages, but the most percentage of the marriage is due to the fact that the man is trying to prove himself to the woman. And in those situations, him and her started out as really good friends first. So you have to understand, when you and a woman is just friends at the beginning, you have to actually show your alpha then. Everything has to be alpha framed, the entire relationship, because if it's not alpha framed, the entire relationship, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're just headed for trouble. There's gonna always be trouble when you start off beta and then you start thinking alpha, because she's gonna change. The character that you give her is the character she's gonna stick with. Next, you're paying the emotional effects from a bad woman. All right, what do I mean? This is a situation where you're the good guy that got caught up with a bad woman. The moment that you got caught up with the wrong woman or you got caught up with the bad woman, she ruined you mentally, but she stayed sane. You guys got to always think about Ginger in Casino, how Ginger was a bad woman who found her way in Vegas. She was real cool with the guys, and then she just fell for a guy named Ace because Ace was rich. As she got to know Ace, she realized that she didn't love Ace. Once she tried to back away from Ace, what Ace did was he bought her out. He bought her everything she wanted and gave her money and made her feel good. But one thing that never made Ginger happy was that emptiness that she had because she was used to being with a pimp. When women are used to being with bad guys and they don't have a father in their life and they got a bad background and they're problematic, in order for you to maintain that woman to stay focused on you, you have to be problematic. So understand, when women start going for bad guys and she's telling you the last guy I dated was bad, that's a good thing to you because it shows you where her mindset. Most of you guys, you fall for that girl that guys like me and alpha males don't want. You're taking scraps that we see. What you have to condition your brain to doing is stop liking the bad woman. That's the only problem that you have, is that you like bad girls and you're afraid that you cannot control the fact that you like bad girls and you're gonna end up with another one all over again and you're gonna possibly be hurt. So when you stop and look at woman's nature, it's not necessarily the woman's fault after you learn the knowledge. After you've learned the knowledge and you're still getting hurt, it's your fault. Take accountability for that so you're more focused on moving forward. You guys gotta understand, I'm out here in Miami, but this is home to me. This ain't no bragging rights. I'm showing you guys this, so hopefully it motivates you to want to go. You know what I mean? This ain't a big deal to me. I'm clearing my head. In 2 days, I'm going to be back in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you guys got the message in the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels, and share this video with whoever you know like Red Pill Knowledge. Hasta la vista.